Independence Day, celebrated on the 4th of July in the United States, marks the adoption of the Declaration of Independence in 1776, when the 13 American colonies declared their independence from British rule. This day is marked by patriotic displays, family gatherings, and a reflection on the nation's journey to freedom and democracy. It is a time when Americans come together to honor their history, celebrate their culture, and reaffirm their commitment to the principles of liberty and justice that define their nation. The road to American independence was paved with conflict and controversy. The American colonies were initially settled by Europeans seeking new opportunities and religious freedom. However, as the British Empire sought to exert more control over the colonies, tensions began to rise. High taxes, such as those imposed by the Stamp Act and the Townshend Acts, and restrictive laws like the Coercive Acts, created widespread resentment among the colonists. The phrase "no taxation without representation" became a rallying cry for those who believed that they should not be taxed by a government in which they had no political voice. Key events in the lead-up to the Revolution included the Boston Massacre in 1770, where British soldiers killed 5 colonial protesters, and the Boston Tea Party in 1773, when colonists, protesting the Tea Act, dumped an entire shipment of tea into Boston Harbor. These acts of defiance highlighted the growing divide between the colonies and the British government. The First Continental Congress met in 1774, bringing together representatives from 12 of the 13 colonies to discuss their grievances and plan a collective response. This was followed by the outbreak of armed conflict at Lexington and Concord in April 1775, marking the beginning of the Revolutionary War. The Declaration of Independence, drafted by Thomas Jefferson and adopted by the Continental Congress on July 4, 1776, is one of the most important documents in American history. It not only proclaimed the colonies' independence from Britain, but also articulated the fundamental principles that would guide the new nation. The Declaration asserts that all men are created equal and endowed with certain inalienable rights, including life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It also states that governments are instituted to secure these rights and derive their powers from the consent of the governed. The Declaration lists the colony's grievances against King George III, accusing him of imposing unjust laws, levying taxes without consent, and infringing on the colonists' rights. By declaring independence, the colonies were asserting their right to self-governance and rejecting the tyranny of British rule. Independence Day is more than a historical milestone. It is a celebration of the core values of freedom and democracy. Traditional celebrations include fireworks, parades, barbecues, and patriotic displays. Fireworks symbolize the explosive battles fought for freedom, while parades showcase the nation's military strength and community spirit. Barbecues and family gatherings emphasize the importance of community and shared heritage. Cities and towns across the United States host various events to commemorate the day. In Washington, D.C., the National Independence Day Parade features marching bands, military units, and floats. The day typically culminates in a spectacular fireworks display over the National Mall. Similarly, in Boston, the Boston Pops Orchestra performs a concert on the Charles River Esplanade, followed by a grand fireworks show. Independence Day plays a crucial role in shaping American identity. It is a day when Americans reflect on their history and the values that have shaped their nation. The holiday reinforces a sense of national unity and pride, reminding citizens of the struggles and sacrifices made by their forebears to secure their freedom. For many, Independence Day is also a time to reflect on the ongoing struggle for freedom and equality. While the Declaration of Independence proclaimed that all men are created equal, it would take many more years of struggle and activism for this ideal to begin to be realized for all Americans. The abolition of slavery, the civil rights movement, and ongoing efforts to secure equal rights for all citizens are part of the legacy of Independence Day. In modern times, Independence Day serves as a reminder of the ongoing struggle for freedom and equality. It is an opportunity to reflect on the nation's progress and to recommit to the principles of justice and liberty for all. The day also highlights the diverse and multicultural fabric of American society, celebrating the contributions of all citizens to the nation's development. The celebration of Independence Day has evolved over the years to include various cultural and community events. Naturalization ceremonies, where immigrants are sworn in as new citizens, often take place on July 4th, symbolizing the enduring promise of the American dream. These ceremonies serve as a powerful reminder that the United States is a nation built on the ideals of freedom and opportunity for all. Independence Day also serves as a reminder of the importance of civic engagement and participation in the democratic process. It is a day to honor not only the founding fathers, but also all those who have fought for and defended the nation's freedoms. The holiday encourages Americans to reflect on their responsibilities as citizens and to actively contribute to the ongoing project of building a more just and equitable society. Independence Day is a profound reminder of the United States' journey to independence and the values that define the nation. It is a day to honor the past, celebrate the present, and look forward to a future where freedom and democracy continue to thrive. As Americans gather to celebrate this day, they reaffirm their commitment to the ideals of liberty and justice for all. The fireworks, parades, and family gatherings serve not only as a celebration of the nation's history, but also as a reminder of the ongoing work required to ensure that the promise of independence is fulfilled for all citizens. Independence Day is a testament to the enduring spirit of the American people and their unwavering belief in the principles of freedom and democracy.